Oh, hello there. Good morning, everybody. Oh crap, I'm gonna be late for my flight! Kidding. Sorry, I thought that would be funny for an intro, but in reality, it's really not, because that would be horrifying. Anyways, Jadis and Lenelman, without further ado, welcome back to another PME Volleyball vlog, my travels around the world following the Volleyball Nations League. This morning, we're headed off to a brand new country full of new places to explore, and this time, we will be following Team USA, but their men's volleyball team. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I can't wait. Let's go. And just like that, my time in Rio de Janeiro has come to an end. I pulled back the blinds, took one last chance to look at this incredible view I had for the last week, and I said my goodbyes to it. It was time to write a new chapter, a chapter of this book that was the next 7 weeks of my life. I got myself a ride to the airport. It was a place that I would be spending a lot of hours over the next 2 days. I have a feeling by the end of this trip, I'm going to be a pro when it comes to navigating and getting through airports. I might even change the name of this channel to PME Airports because of my expertise in it. Once we got through customs, it was that time in the morning where I needed some caffeine. We located a Starbucks and I got a drink ordered for myself that would get me through the morning. Shortly after drinking my coffee, it was time to board the first flight of the day. Now I wish I could say it was the only flight of the day, but notice I did say flights. Flights, as in this was only the first of 3 flights that we would need to go through today. It was going to be an absolutely brutal 36 hours of travel, but I'm so glad I'm here and able to drag you guys along with me. The first flight wasn't too bad. It was a short 1.5 hour flight to Sao Paulo, Brazil. The good news about this flight was, well, it was only an hour and a half long. The bad news about this flight was it came with a 7-hour layover. I had the blessed opportunity to spend the next 7 hours of my life in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Well, inside the airport of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Once we landed, I found this conveniently placed red line that would take us directly to the place where our next flight would be flying out from. And I took this red line as a challenge, as I told myself that I would not step off this red line until I absolutely had to. And because I did this, a masterpiece was created. So without further ado, please enjoy this 1-minute montage of me walking on this red line. Go. Once I could no longer walk on my red line, P.S. Thank you, red line, you were very helpful, I found myself in the main section of the airport, which just so happened to be a giant hall, and was filled with plenty of shops, kiosks, and restaurants. I found a steak/burger house and decided that this would be the perfect place to eat my dinner. At this point in the day, I was super hungry, as the only thing that I had eaten before this was my Starbucks coffee this morning and a couple of crackers that they provided on the airplane. So I decided that the only way to fix this problem was to order a ton of food. I absolutely hammered this meal as I ate all of my chicken fingers and my entire burger in what felt like a couple of minutes. And the only reason that I did not eat those fries is because I felt like if I were to, my stomach would have exploded from inside of me. What's up, guys? PME Volleyball here. Just finished dinner. It's currently around 6:44 p.m. We still got a ways to go for our layover, but slowly but surely we're getting there. I think it's time that I set up office. When I mean office, I mean I'm gonna grab out my laptop and my headphones and start cranking out some work. I think that would probably not only be the best way to pass time, but it would also be a really good use of my time, as we quite literally have nothing else that we can be accomplishing right now. All right, let's get to work, yeah?
Once I had finished up doing a couple of things on my laptop, I found my cameraman sitting next to the only outlet he could find that was working, charging his phone. I put my backpack right next to him and laid down on the cold airport floor, hoping that I would have a chance to take a nap and doze off for a couple of hours before we could finally board our flight. If this isn't true content creator cameraman love, I don't know what is. Because within a couple of minutes, I was out cold. When I woke up, it was finally time to board our next flight. This was the behemoth of the 3 flights that we were taking today, and was going to be a whopping 12-hour journey to the next country that we would be staying in. As you might have guessed, the aircraft that we were riding in was absolutely massive, with 3 rows of 3 seats instead of the standard 2 rows that you usually see on an airplane. I found my seat and attempted to brace myself for the 12-hour flight ahead of me.
Hey guys, real quickly here, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, VKTRY Insoles. This is a volleyball product that I cannot speak more highly of. As you may know, as a fellow volleyball player, we need to do a lot of jumping, like a lot of jumping. And what I found was, after 7 years of playing this sport, it really started to take a toll on my body. There would be mornings where I would wake up and there would just be constant agony and pain in my knees because of all the wear and tear I put on them playing volleyball. However, around this time last year, that's when I stumbled across VKTRY Insoles. Once I put these insoles inside my volleyball shoes, everything started to change for me. The pain in my knees slowly subsided and I felt like I was no longer restricted by the injuries that I once had. This is because VKTRY insoles are made out of carbon fiber. And to put it simply, this material is much better for you to land on compared to the flimsy foam insoles that you'll find in most athletic shoes. Plus, these things are scientifically proven to add a couple of inches to your vertical. And in volleyball, which is a game of inches, not feet, it can make all the difference for your performance out there on the court. That's why I rock VKTRY insoles. You can use the link in the description of this video to get 20% off your very own VKTRY insoles. And again, thank you to VKTRY Insoles, who's the sponsor of today's video. Let's hop back into the vlog.
PME volleyball family, we have finally made it onto our flight after a 7-hour long grueling session of just sitting in the airport bored out of my mind. Let me show you guys some of the amenities that we have on this flight. Since it is a 12-hour haul, they are giving out some free stuff and I thought we would go through it. First off, we have a blanket right here. It's a super light blanket, but it'll be perfect for when I eventually fall asleep on this plane, which I do plan and intend on doing. So for now, just throw that right around the neck, just like so. Also, what complements a blanket better than a pillow? Yes, we're talking free pillows, free red velvety soft pillows that I will put right here probably as I try and fall asleep on this flight. And the last free thing that I can find for now is this right here. And if you open it up, boom, tiny crappy plastic headphones. The nice thing about these is if you plug them in to your television screen right here, you'll be able to watch a movie and hear it. So although I would much rather prefer using like my AirPod Maxes that I travel with, if I want to watch a movie, these are the ways to go because they actually hook up into the monitor. So we are getting ready to take off. It has been one heck of a day of travel so far, and we are moving into the second day. Although most of it is going to be through the night, which is nice, we will wake up in our final destination, which I have yet to reveal, but I will probably end up telling you guys when we land. As for the meantime, I've also been told that this flight does serve food, so when the food does come out, we will do a little PME volleyball review of the airplane food, because why not? I'm gonna get comfy and ready for takeoff. I'll see you guys in a little bit. After entertaining myself with all of the free little goodies I had been given for this flight, the plane finally took off. After getting in the air, they were passing out the flight dinner. And although I did have a pretty big meal in the airport, that was nearly 5 hours ago, so I was starting to get hungry again. My dinner consisted of a salad with some cucumbers and carrots in it, and then it had a dish full of these circular grains that I had never really eaten before. I'm still not quite sure what this is, so if somebody could please tell me down in the comments, that would be great. We were also given a bread roll, and then of course I had my main course, which consisted of some squared potatoes, a piece of broccoli, some carrots, and then of course the chicken. I ate these things one by one, as I started with the salad and then moved on to my bowl full of weird circular molecular grains. After that, it was time to eat the bread roll, and then I finally made my way to the main course. And I will say, the potatoes and the carrots were absolutely delicious, and that's what I started with. I bit into the chicken and realized it was a tad bit dry for my taste, so I did not end up eating the whole thing. Although, I did end up eating the piece of broccoli on the side, which for me personally, I've never really had a problem eating broccoli. Once I got done with the main courses from dinner, I had to finish it off with my dessert. Dessert was this little almond sponge cake, and I've never really been the biggest fan of almonds or nuts in general, but this cake was absolutely delicious, super light and super fluffy, and had a ton of flavor in it, so I ended up eating the whole thing. And once my meal was finished, it was time to go to bed. When I woke up, to my absolute delight, I was greeted with my second meal of the flight, breakfast. Every passenger had two choices for breakfast. You could either get the egg breakfast or the pancake breakfast. Your boy went the protein route and chose the eggs. The breakfast items consisted of some mixed fruit, a few pieces of cheese, as well as a tomato and a cucumber, another bread roll, and then obviously I had my main course, which was some super light, fluffy scrambled eggs, spinach, and some more potatoes. Without a doubt, the best thing that I ate for breakfast was those scrambled eggs. They had the perfect consistency for me and tasted so good. I also had a couple of pieces of fruit and my bread roll and washed it down with some orange juice. I will be honest with you, I wasn't really feeling the cheese for breakfast. That's just not my taste. About an hour later, I opened up my window and I saw a country below me. The plane had finally landed and we were so close to reaching the finish line of this long day of travel. With flight 2 of 3 accomplished, we were so close to reaching our final destination. It was time for the final flight of today. And thankfully, this one would only last 55 minutes long. I got on the plane and looked out the window and you could see plenty of light outside. However, by the time our short 55-minute flight had concluded, it was pitch black outside. I got off the plane, grabbed my luggage, walked out the doors of the airport, and ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, country number 2 that we will be spending the next weekend is Antalya, Turkey. Funny enough, Antalya, Turkey is a city and a country that I have already visited before, as when I was a senior in high school about to graduate, my dad wanted to take me on a trip to celebrate this huge milestone in my life. And he mentioned the opportunity about going to Turkey. And at first I was like, Turkey? Why the heck would I ever want to go to Turkey? But then he handed me the brochure of this certain vacation he had in mind. And as I was flipping through the pages, I was like, oh snap, Turkey would be awesome. And just like that, I had a 2-week long vacation with my dad in Turkey. And those were some of the best memories of my senior year.
Oh, hello there. Please, come in, come in. Guys, we've officially gotten situated in our hotel in Antalya, Turkey. We are staying in the Nirvana Cosmopolitan Hotel for the next 7 days. And this hotel is absolutely incredible. But for now, I decided that we would end today's travel vlog with a PME volleyball room tour. Let's get it. So right here we have the main room. As you can see on the floor, we have a red beam LED light that goes all the way parallel to the length of the room. I think that adds a really nice touch, adds some pretty cool light in here. We got my main bed, and then for kicks and gigs, they just decided to give me a second bed that, I mean, if you had children that you were traveling with, you could probably put them on here. It's nice and small and compact, and right now it is the home for my suitcase. Right next to this bed, we have a nice little lounge chair that honestly, I don't know if this is necessarily needed per se, but it does add some extra space if you have more people staying in your room that need to sit down. If you take a look right here, we have some giant curtains, but if we pull these back and open up this door right here, we can come out to a little balcony with a table out here. I think it's Antalya, Turkey behind me. I can't actually really tell because it's dark and I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie to you. Over the next 7 days, we are absolutely gonna take time to explore this entire city. Let's come back into the room to check out some more amenities that the room offers, such as this espresso machine. And if you look here, they have like these mini pods that they have said have been specially picked for whoever's staying here, which is awesome. That's a nice little touch, as well as some spoons. Got a glass cappuccino cup. I'm actually a pretty big coffee drinker, so I'm gonna end up drinking these throughout my stay here. And we got some glass bottles of water. It doesn't get fancier than this, ladies and gentlemen. Glass bottles of water, my word. You know you've made it in life when you can drink water out of a glass bottle. We come down here. This opens up to a little snack cupboard right there. Got some snacks in there, some Doritos that look pretty good, taco flavored Doritos. And you open this mini fridge, and ladies and gentlemen, they have absolutely stacked my mini fridge with so many drinks and beverages. Red Bulls that I was looking for in Brazil. I won't even need to go out and get them because they're right in my fridge in my room, which is awesome. If we come over here and take a look to the left here, this is where I got my fit that I'm currently wearing. We have an extra bathrobe and slippers. They give you slippers, guys, with this gold decal in them, which I'm assuming is the logo of the hotel. After being on a plane and airports for 36 hours, it feels so nice to be in just a nice robe and some slippers. We'll come in here to the bathroom, which is a nice and open space. As you can see, I really like this countertop setup for a bathroom here. They got some amenities as well that you can use for like your face and soap and washing your hands and being hygienic and all of that stuff. We have a toilet, guys. we have a toilet, and if you push this giant metal button right here, the toilet flushes, guys. It's quite incredible. Also, there is a button here that says alarm on it. I tried pressing this earlier because I didn't know what it did and nothing happened. So I'm not gonna press it again because I don't wanna find out what happens. Also, there's a telephone here. I have no idea what you would ever use that for. If we come in here, this is the shower that I got out of about literally 10 minutes ago. It has a mini faucet right here. And what happens is the water will come out of here like it would a bathtub, and then you pull this up and you have your shower head right here that acts as a normal shower. I really like it. It's super nice and open, and I mean literally open, like there's no door here, it's just a piece of glass. It's pretty cool. We'll come out of here now. And yeah, that is the full PME volleyball room tour, guys. It has been an absolutely hectic day traveling for the past 36 hours, and what your boy needs to do now is get some sleep. Tomorrow is gonna be a super important day as Team USA is playing right out of the gates against Poland. Those are two powerhouses, and if I'm not mistaken, it was the final matchup in the VNL last year, USA versus Poland, and Poland did end up winning. So super excited stuff coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these videos, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you think of my PME volleyball hotel room tour. Honestly, I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know what you thought. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the morning. Peace.